Then again Wednesday you have to write exam, and Thursday again will be regular class. And whatever chapters are given for this first test, for second test you need not study this, you will forget, right? Even for second test something I will be teaching, and based on that second test will be conducted, and you will forget. And for third test also this thing, so you need not your what you call I will not take the test compare you are covering all the topics, right? So up to chapter 1, chapter 2, mail will be, I'll try my best to send you the mail details of the TAs, everything. Total 106 students are there. And your what you call the chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, and chapter 5, because chapter 4 I have asked you to skip, I also have not taught anything. And this is the first thing. Details will be mailed that how things will be conducted. 4 TAs are there, so almost equally divided to 4 TAs the number of students. And in mail you will get, but I am telling you that and your video camera must be on during exam, right? This is one thing. And second thing is, when they will show you the question paper, at that time you will take a screenshot of that question paper. This is thing. And time will be given nearly 1 hour 25 minutes, nearly 1.5 hours, of course. And you will get sufficient time to complete this everything. You will get 4 questions, maximum 4 questions, not more than that, right? And your what you call that whatever questions will be given, because 4 groups I'll mail you that which serial number to which serial number, according to Excel sheet I have whatever I have got from the ERP, I'll mail to you. I'll try my best to send everything this evening. If I fail, then tomorrow, because I have to prepare many things, right, for TAs, for you, everything. And regarding Google Meet link, TA will send you the Google Meet link and a copy to me, right? Each TA will send you the Google Meet link, details of the TA, their email addresses, everything I'll mail you. I'll try my best this evening. If I, because I am totally engaged in the afternoon, then in the evening, totally so many meetings are there through Google Meet. But I'll try my best to send everything in the evening, right? And each TA will send a copy to me, so I'll join to all this group if you have any doubt or anything, right? And if 20 marks exam will be for 20 marks, and if 4 questions are given, each question probably will carry 5 marks, right? And try to do well. My experience is saying that last time when I conducted the test online, of course, but first test I found, except few, all of them, all those things are very simple, but except few, but others could not do well. Out of 20, their marks may be 60%, 70%, or even less. Except few, some are exceptional, right? So that way. And second thing is, my suggestion to all of you: be selfish, right? Although you will try to share the question, answer, match everything this way, that way. And second thing is that at each group, although same problem will be given or not, that will this thing, but degree of your complexity will be same for all group. Maybe data will be changed or this that, so you will not get the similar thing, right? But for each one, that little bit practice, and whatever all so many solve examples are there. If you have little bit of time, you can see in that your what you call in my NPTEL course, that is power system analysis, right? And there also I have explained wholeheartedly. So what you will study, that this thing. So I am sharing my screen. Just 1 second. Just 1 second. Just I'll say before sharing my screen, just tell me one thing. Some of you have sent you those assignment to me and this that. Just wait for a few days. Probably next week I'll be little bit at present. It is online, and last 2 years, you are also sitting in front of your laptop or desktop. I am also sitting at particularly doing everything from home, from my residence. I have a very bigger screen, right? And it is desktop only, and it is a bigger screen, and sitting in front of your what you call that nearly 2 years in front of computer, the irritation is coming to my eyes, right? I am now aged man, So this is your what you call that this thing is sometimes troubling me also. I had to go to your doctors also, eye specialist, right? Many times, 3 4 times, because some kind of irritation coming. Now it is okay. So thing is that whenever my suggestion to all of you again and again, that try to be selfish and try to do well, right, in the first test. And although syllabus I have reduced, right, I am not that very tough enough to set this way or that way, but one questions perhaps I give such that that marks should be little bit this way or that way, right? And everything is open to you, but your video camera must be on, right? And so I'm sharing my screen. What you will do, I mean, what you will study, that you are, just hold on. Visible, no? It is visible.
Yes, sir.
Ah. So this chapter is the easiest chapter, but let me tell you from this easiest chapter that they faltered actually. They cannot do the correct thing. So all these things you will study, all these definitions, everything will study. I'll not give you definitions. I'll come to numericals. All these things you will study, right? Whatever is given, whatever formulas are given, whatever numericals are given, right? All these things you will study, and your what you call, or whatever problems are given, whatever things are given, all these things we will study. And this relationship between load factor, loss factor, this way it is given, but you will study well, because something, if it comes to my mind, then I can give something, right? And all this derivation, everything will study. Everything is there on the book, right? No derivation will be given. Whatever is there in the book you will not get, right? And this is skipped, this is not there, right? And then also solve problem, everything is there. Disadvantage, advantage, it is not a offline exam, so I'll not give anything from that, right? But uh, whatever numericals are given from 1 2 3 4 5, these 5 numericals, all answers are correct, I believe. And whatever answers are given, you will practice all these 5 numericals, right? And if you practice all, and then definitely it will be helpful for you, right? This is first chapter. Now regarding second chapter, inductance, everything is given. All derivation, everything is given. But one exercise I gave you, it is solved here. It is solved somewhere. I saw it is solved somewhere. That is for hollow conductor, right? What is that inductance of the hollow conductor, right? I think it is solved somewhere. Let me find it out. Definitely it is there. All this transposition, these, that, certain things I have skipped, but bundle conductors, how to find out r dash. And here also I made one correction for you, right? This r dash 7 will be out, and this second bracket will come here, right? Power has to match, then only it will be this thing, it will become this thing. You have to check if it is 49, then all this power you have to add it should be 49. It is 1 upon 49. This r dash 7 is out, then you put this bracket here, right? So it is a typographical error. So this is your, just 1 minute. I saw somewhere, this is hollow conductor, right? This hollow conductor inductance has been, what you will do in this case, you will find if it is a hollow conductor, then what will be the value of r dash, right? This is the thing. I mean, for hollow conductor, what will be fictitious radius, right? It is not given here. Hollow conductor, it is inductance is given, but r dash for the hollow conductor is not given. And from that, you will find out when R2 tends to R and R1 tends to 0, then only r dash is equal to your what you call 0.7788 r. That you have to prove. It is not here, right? Right. So you have to find out first r dash using for hollow conductor. It is not given here, right? And last time, I'm telling you, last time I gave this, but fortunately or unfortunately, except one or two, nobody was able to do it, but everything is open, right? So but I will suggest that you please make, first you find out what is fictitious radius r dash for this in terms of r1 r2 and whatever parameters, right? And then you prove that when r1 tends to 0 and r2 tends to r, then r dash is equal to 0.7788 r. This you have to prove. That you need your mathematics skill, right? So this you have to prove. Anyway, you have to prove. This is the thing. This will concentrate, right? And then all these numericals, whatever is given, right, you will practice. Because if process is correct, because look, formula you will use directly from this book, so you may not get marks, but calculation you please make correct. If your I mean this derivation, everything, if it is correct, if calculation is little bit wrong this way that way, I'll give marks, right? But you in this thing, but writing formula I'll not give you marks because it's an open book, everything, all formulas are known to you, right? But you have to make it judiciously, right? And particularly those telephone line problems, somewhere this is one two telephone lines are there. In reality it is true, right? Nowadays the mobile it is there. When I was in your age, at that time, even color television was not there. Black and white television. Perhaps you do not know when first that television started from your Delhi television center. Only once, and that too in the evening hours, maybe for half an hour or 1 hour when it started. But with the time, now things are there. Now to overhead telephone line you will not see. Our time in front of our residence also. Residence means where I was born and brought up. Right, telephone line was there. And nowadays dialing telephone you have not seen it, but those things were there. But nowadays the mobile. But anyway, that effect will be there, and the voltage induced in the nearby telephone line, this will concentrate this kind of thing, right? And this is for, and another thing for inductance and capacitance. When three-phase transmission line is there, suppose if we want, suppose a parallel line is there, that is horizontal spacing, parallel line, and you have your triangular, equilateral triangular spacing, right? If both the cases, just hold on, I'm sharing this thing. I mean, suppose you have a parallel line, right? Suppose this is the this is horizontal spacing, suppose this thing. And if you have a triangular spacing, suppose this sorry, this distance is d, this distance is d, and this is 2d. And if you have triangular one, this is d, this is d, this is d. If inductance, suppose I took d also, this, if inductance for both this horizontal spacing and triangular spacing are same, then what will be the value of d? That problem you check it. It may not be there in the book, but you should check it, right? The horizontal spacing and triangular spacing, right? And all these things will practice and make as much as possible. If distance is too small, try to make it approximation, right? And all the, and second thing is this, all so many solved problems are there, right? I will not give you that thing such that this kind of calculation will take long time and it will kill your time. I will not give that way. I'll give in a different way. In some cases I may supply the data also, right? So all these things we will do. And regarding this problem, I ask you to do this thing. I think so far I have checked only one. Another one I have received it. I have not checked it because very busy for different activities. But from next week I'll check it. And I have replied to. I'll not mention who is the boy, but I have replied to him also. Other also, whatever they have sent, I'll definitely reply. Right. If it is correct or not, I'll reply, right? From next week I'll reply, right? So all these problems are there. So little bit you will try. I'm not asking you to solve all the things. So many solved problems are there, right? But one or two, particularly problem 11, 12, all sort of things you will try to solve, right? Second thing is the capacitance. Capacitance is very easy. Formula is there. Directly you can use it, right? And for capacitance thing, whatever many solved problems are there. And this is actually this VAB plus VBC AC is equal to 3V. And actually, in the first year when I was teaching your electrical technology course, I used to teach this for when I used to teach three-phase power supply, right? Three-phase AC circuit. At that time, I used to teach those to students, not capacitance another thing, but I used to tell them that VAB plus VBC AC is equal to 3VN, right? This I have taught them in that when I used to teach your ET course, because they have to go to far away. So at that time beginning, I used to tell, he has to tell the concept of conjugate also for power calculation, how to calculate power, three phase, single phase, right? All sort of things. Then This I used to teach in first year also, right? Such that at least they will be knowing this. And those who will be electrical science, electrical engineering, when they'll come here, at that time it will be very helpful for them. So I used to teach everyone. Then anyway, bundle conductors, a double circuit line, you can skip it, no need, because it will be very complicated, particularly for section 1, section 2 and section 3 transposition thing. You can skip it, right? This you can skip it. Then effect of the earth on capacitors, no need, right? So you skip it. I also have not taught you because it has almost no effect, right? And all solve problems are there, and you will do everything, right? And this kind of configuration, this thing, that thing, you will do it. So many solve problems are there. Even if you have a time, you can see my NPTEL courses also. There also I have explained a lot, right? Next is your power unit system. Here students, your what you call here, some problems are there. You need not solve this kind of problem. I do not want to kill your time, right? Even in the offline exam also I do not give such thing, but certain things will be given such that you can do it, right? And regarding this is not in chapter 5. Power unit system, I have found, look, power unit system in power system is very difficult one. It is for undergraduate level, little bit you have seen. When you will come to synchronous machine side, particularly higher studies, that power unit system, at least when I am teaching PG courses, there also I am teaching power unit system for the PG student. And that power unit system, it takes at least 4 hours. That means one whole week it goes to teach PG student, because power unit system for PG's level, particularly for synchronous machine, it is really difficult, right? The way electrical machines, I don't know whether you have studied power unit or not. In our power system, when they study power unit system, whatever synchronous machine a little bit is given, it is given. It has a damper winding, quadrature winding, excitation system, so many things are there, right? So it is really a challenging task, and torque also can be represented in power unit. Those are beyond the scope, right? Everything can be represented in power unit, right? And those are, it takes at least 4 hours in regular class offline, right? It is of course in my PG course, I have recorded one PG course also, dynamics and power system, dynamics and control. There I have taught. But anyway, so single phase representation of a balanced three-phase system, this that I told you, that is a balanced system. So any line can be represented by a single line rather than three-phase. The way yesterday I was telling. So all these things you will study. Transformer also I told you that your power unit system, transformer referred to primary or secondary, it is same because it is dimensionless quantity. And this power unit system you study well, right? I am telling you again and again, you will study well. And so many solved problems, so many solved problems are there, so many solved problems are there. You please try to do well, because whatever it is, this power unit system, don't try to copy from each other. If one is wrong, everybody will be wrong. So power unit system will be your, what you call, will be very challenging for you, right? So many solved problems are there. So many, all the difficult problems I have solved in this book, such that it will help to the this thing. And many in India, many engineering colleges, they follow this book, right? And what you call, and your all data are given, and everything is solved, right? So please try. Here there is a strong possibility that you will have a little bit of tough time, although open book everything is there, but you please try, right? And all the data, everything will be given, and finally you have to make a power unit diagram, because 3 generator motors are there in parallel, one generator is there with all these parameters. You have to put like this, right? And so you will try to do well. And all this your, what you call, like draw the power unit impedance diagram of this kind of, all this, that the thing is given. So accordingly, just you have to see that how you will choose the base, and accordingly you will make it. So I'll give it in such a fashion such that you will be able to do it. So power unit system, you will try, all these things are there. And your, so many solved problems are there, right? So many solved problems are there. So all this theory, everything I have told you. And this is not required for you. I didn't teach you methods of voltage control, tap changing transformer. Later, load flow studies, tap changing transformer will come. At that time, I'll teach you something else. Right now, nothing. Right. And whatever approximation we have made for short transmission line, for here also for transformer also, same thing you might have studied in electrical machine, this same thing. Right. And this problem, no need, because I have not taught you, no need. Right. These are no needed and not needed. This is also not needed for you. And shunt capacitors, later I'll teach you. Later I'll teach you. So that's why I have not done anything. Right. And the anyway, so all whatever problems are there in this, right? Not too many, only 3 problems are there on per unit system. And please try to solve this. Last one particularly will try to solve this. Here answer is not given. First two problem answer is given. I think this one answer is not given. You have to draw the complete circuit diagram and you have to make it, right? I have to see my solution. When I make it, I prepare the solution also. I do not know where I have kept it, because this book was written 15 years back, right? So in any way, so I have to see it. So all these things you will try, all these things you will try. And your during exam, you please put the video camera on. I thought I because it is I realize one thing, whatever in online mode, if we teach half an hour, it is equivalent to offline mode, it will be equivalent to double of that, because you are not sitting in front of me, right? And this is the situation. I understand everything. So you try well. Monday I will not take any class, right? Wednesday you will give exam, and Thursday again next week as usual. Thursday next week something new, some new will start. But chapter 1, 2, 3, and 5, you need not study after this exam. It is over. It is phase by phase, right? Second test also something will be covered, and this thing, and third test also. And assignment, whatever I have given you, please make ready. I'll tell you something, but so far from characteristic of transmission line, I didn't ask you to do any assignment. Next Thursday I'll tell you, right? And try to do it. And after, when I'll teach control system, I'm telling you at the beginning, when I'll teach, just I'm stopping sharing. When I'll teach control system, at that time, your what you call, I do at a little bit coding, you know or not? Nowadays the software job everywhere. Little bit coding, you know it or not? Little bit in based on MATLAB. Just I'm asking, just you tell me no. You know it or not? Little bit of coding.
Yes, sir.
Little bit. Because nowadays since high secondary exam they learn coding. I know this, right? Because just I am telling you, I know my son. He is in computer science, right? He actually he did his masters in computer science from University of Bonn, Germany. He is working in Germany, right? Because I know. So one assignment I have given regarding V r to the power 4 and this thing. I think one somebody has sent it. I have to check, right, whether how far it is correct. And because your another, I told you 10 marks. No, another one, I will explain everything when I teach. First, I'll teach that chapter. I'll explain everything. Yeah, I'll tell everything to you. Just you at that time, if you write the code, it code means it will be few lines. Look, once upon a time, I was very strong in coding. I mean, now I'm old man, but I was very strong in coding. This I learned from my college days, right? But nowadays you have C++, C sharp, Python, so many things are there. Our time only, I'll tell you, it was Fortran, then your Pascal and COBOL, right? Pascal people used to write. Nowadays, Pascal, I do not know how much, how thing, whether it is there or not. Pascal also had some man-machine interactive thing, but very small thing. But I did it in Fortran 77, then Fortran 95, right? Initially, C language, you are in C, nowadays it is possible, but initially when C came, at the time C was not this thing suitable for using complex number. Nowadays everything is possible, right? So it is Kanyan and DC. Sometimes they say Rice. I do not know exact pronounce. Kanyan and DC actually they made this C language, right? Now C++, C sharp. C sharp is much advanced, and Python, and people are making Java interface. So many languages are there, right? But anyway, nowadays I am not doing anything at this age. But I also wrote several codes of my own. Anyway, before joining in this thing, just 1 minute, just. So nowadays, so many languages are there, right? Even before joining in teaching, research this side, I have also worked 3 years with one database thing, right? But I left. I was in Delhi. Maybe some of you may be from Delhi. I spent in Delhi nearly 8.5 years altogether, right? So I was in Delhi. I was near I was in Safdarjung enclave, and my office was in Jorbag. Nowadays it has shifted. Whatever that thing, it is Jorbag, just crossing the Safdarjung airport. It is a nice place, Jorbag, right? So in any way, uh, so uh, so you will. I'll second first thing is this exam, right? So I'll send you a mail, and that mail will this evening I'll try to send. I'll make 4 groups, and I'll attach all the Excel sheets such that you see that the serial number, everything is okay or not for you, right? You will verify once, and such that there should not. I hope still now nothing has happened. Last 2 years I am taking online exam for last section also, no problem. Right. So TA will send you this thing. Anything you want to ask, you ask me. Otherwise, today I'll leave you. And next and tomorrow this thing. Next Monday I'll not take any class. And you prepare well. And Wednesday morning, 8 o'clock will join. Of course, they will take attendance. I'll mail you. And TA will take the attendance for all of you. But the number of I told you that last year I taught power system also, and there are 96 students, exactly 100 students in the in that course. Now it is 106, 6 has increased, right? And and say for those students this semester, I am taking that design course half. I am taking half, another faculty member will take half. So 96 students are there. And all 96 students are present because I have taught them power system. You have not seen me, perhaps. If I have not taken your tutorial or this, that, you have not seen me, perhaps. But all 96 will be are present all the time, right? So I was smiling that day last week when I was taking last time when I was taking the class. I said, all of you are present. They said, yes, sir, you all are present. But here it is not happening. In your case, it is less than 50%, right? Anyway, thank you very much. If you have any question, you ask me. Otherwise, next Wednesday you will write the exam. If you have anything, you can ask me. Anything you can ask me. No question? Okay then. So thank you very much. Thank you. So I am leaving from all of you. Thank you.